Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Port Allegany High School in the Swamp for tonight's North Tier League basketball game between the Port Allegany Gators and the visiting Cameron County Red Raiders. I'm joined here with Carrie Hover and the Crow's Nest calling tonight's game. The JV Gators come in tonight at 6-3 overall and beating Northern Potter their last game 52-33. Why don't you run us through that game the other night against Northern Potter, Carrie?
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. That was a good contest for the Gators. As you said, they won 52-33. When we look back at the stat sheet, not to emphasize stats too much, but I think what stood out was that the Gators really spread the scoring around. Derek Smith led with 11 points. Alex Schott chipped in 10 points. Alex Smith had 7. Liam Hover had 6. Braden Babcock had 6. Julian Capel had 4. Brendan Feniger had 4. Az Luck had 2, and Austin Hamilton had 2. So they really spread the ball around.
Yeah, so no real dominating performance. Everybody's chipping in. It's a collective effort. So what are we thinking we should expect out of Cameron County here?
Well, you and I were talking before the game. Port Allegany and Cameron County have had some absolute battles here through the years with these two groups playing. I was fortunate enough to coach junior high basketball a couple years ago when these guys played, and they were just battles. So it's going to be interesting tonight.
Good. All right, we're about ready here for tip-off. And up in Cameron County, he'll take it away. Isaac Gravance on the tip-off. He'll get it back to number 2, Beckett Burr. Starts calling the play. He's guarded there by Austin Hamilton. Passed over to Kobe Shepard. The shot, a three-pointer, missed by Marcus Brown.
Yeah, we're not sure on some of these names. We've got some confusion with what's on Max Preps. We've got some, it's tough to get some information on some of the guys here for the JV game. So Port Allegany is going to have to box out. Obviously, Gravans is a tall kid, scored the basket there. They've got to get a body on him.
Another three-point shot made there by number 24, Kobe Shepard, for the Red Raiders. Austin Hamilton will bring it down for the Gators and sets up the offense. Still dribbling out there towards midcourt. Screen set. Pass down low here to Julian Capel. Gets it back to Derek Smith. A shot off the backboard and missed. But Babcock on the rebound. Loses the handle on it. He was stripped away there by Beckett Burr for Cameron County. And they'll come down on offense. Passed away from Burr to Shepard. Back over to Gravance. He passes back to Brown. Still looking for something. Guarded there by Schott. Passes over to number 4, Narby, we think, but maybe not. Goes back to Shepard, still dribbling outside the arc. Looking for somebody. Passes over to Burr. Burr guarded by Hamilton. Over to Brown. Back to Shepard. His shot up and in. Another three-pointer. And we got Cameron County on top, 8-0 with 5.5 left in the first.
Yeah, definitely not the way the Gators wanted to start. 2 big threes there.
Capel's got the ball now, dribbles, passes inside, the shot up and missed by Derek Smith. Rebound there by number 2, Beckett Burr. Passes down low to Brown, stolen away by Schott, and he'll throw it out of bounds, attempting to pass to Austin Hamilton. It'll be Red Raider ball. Yeah, a couple of nice quick three-pointers there for Cameron.
Yeah, he seems to like the top of the key there.
Yeah, it's something to watch for sure. Burr passes off to Shepard. Underneath to Gravance, guarded there by Babcock. Pass goes awry. Babcock will rebound and give it off to Capel. Julian Capel calling the play. Looks out, gets Hamilton. Hamilton will dribble in, passes underneath the Babcock, shot up and blocked by Gravance. Rebounded by Hamilton. He's got it in the paint. Shot up off the backboard, missed again. Rebound by Gravance. And he is a tall kid.
Yeah, Gravance's height is definitely going to, cause some difficulty for the Gators. So they're just going to either have to go right at him and maybe force him into foul trouble or.
Shepard underneath to Gravance. Turning shot, airballs it. The rebound there by Hamilton. There'll be a foul called.
And I think for Port Allegany, when the ball goes down to Grevans, you have to have a guard maybe drop down. But that opens up Grevans kicking it back out to the three-point line. So,
yeah, something they're definitely going to have to deal with and figure out here as we go along. A foul was on number 2, Beckett Burr for Cameron County. Hamilton will bring it down, passes back off to Capel. His shot goes errant, rebounded by Shot underneath. Pass back out to Babcock. He shoots off the front of the rim and rebounded by Cameron County's number 2, Beckett Burr. Guarded there tight by Hamilton. He'll work it down the floor.
Yeah, so the Gators are getting some good looks, just not getting the rules so far.
Yeah, just can't buy a basket yet. Shepard over to Burr. Guarded there by Hamilton. Looking underneath to Grevans. Grevans up off the backboard. Misses the layup. Again, 2 misses back-to-back. Rebounded by Derek Smith. He'll pass it back off to Capel. A couple of shots there by Grevans.
They've got to get a body into him or he's just going to control the boards all night long.
Passed underneath to Smith. It's Derek Smith. He'll baseball throw it back across to Shot. Back to Capel underneath the Babcock. Guarded there by Grevans. Back out to Derek Smith. He'll go baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Off the rim, rebounded there by number 24, Kobe Shepard. Burr will bring it down the court. Sorry for the confusion. We have a number 4 on the floor. We don't have a name for him. But underneath to Grevans, passes back to Shepard. Shepard, jumper off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hamilton, and the Gators will come this way. There will be a foul called on Cameron County. That's going to be on number 2, Beckett Burr.
Cameron County has those 2 big kids. I think maybe the Gators have an opportunity to get out and run, but they have to take care of the ball. Seems like every team wants to run anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shepard and Grevans, very big kids, and Gators just haven't figured that out quite yet. Hamilton up high off the backboard, misses the shot. A rebound there by number 4. He passes back off to Burr, and Beckett Burr will bring it down for Cameron County. Wide open baseline layup and in. And Cameron County up 10-0 on the Gators.
Yeah, a little confusion on defense there for the Gators. Thought maybe they were going to switch.
Yeah, nobody home there. Pass back over to Shot. He's got it behind the arc. Dribbles to the top of the key. Passes over to Babcock. Jumper. Off the rim and missed. Rebounded there by Derek Smith. He'll bring it back out behind the arc. A three-pointer shot up and no good. Rebounded by Grevans. And Burr brings it back down for Camco. Oh, great defense by Derek Smith. Stole the pass. He's on a breakaway. Reverse layup misses. Rebound there by Shepard. Great defense by Smith. He just couldn't finish it all. That's going to be off number 4's knee. Out of bounds, and that'll be a Gator ball.
Good hustle play there by Derek Smith. Just wasn't able to finish at the other end. And, hats off to Julian Capel, pressuring the Cameron County point guard and forced an error there.
Yeah, great defense. And we have a substitution. Babcock off and Liam Hover on for the Gators.
So the Gators want to break the ice here, at least get some points on the board.
Nick Goss was guarding out to Shot. Shot behind the arc, guarded there by Shepard. Looking to set something up. Screen there by Derek Smith. Freeze shot. He's in the lane. Layup and no good. Off the backboard and rim. Rebounded by Grevans. Gets it out to Nick Goss, number 22 for Cameron County. He's dribbling between his legs. Passes over to number 3. Marcus Brown underneath to Shepard. Loses a handle on it. Out of bounds. Gator ball.
Yeah, I wish I could ask somebody from Cameron County. There was a Nick Goss about 24 years ago, one of the best players I ever saw. Wonder if,
maybe some relation or something.
Yeah, probably a relation there. So see if somebody can confirm that for us.
Pick set by Smith. Austin Hamilton out to Shot. Shot calling for help. Smith again with the screen. Shot back out to Capel. Looks back over to Hover. Hover looks, brings it down. Passes across court to Hamilton. Hamill's got it. Down the lane, layup, and around the hoop, and finally in. They break the ice with 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Nick Goss brings it down, passes off to Marcus Brown, and there will be a travel on Cameron County.
Yeah, so it's good for the Gators to get on the board there. Obviously, the score 10-2 Cameron County. They've controlled this game so far, but the Gators have had some good looks.
Yep.
So if they could, make their makeable shots, this could be a totally different game.
Yeah, if the Gators would have made even the majority of their shots, this would have probably been a tie game. So the chances are there for Port Allegany, but Hamilton will dish it off to Schott. Schott standing still, looking, screen set by Smith, dishes it off to Capel. Capel guarded there by Brown, looks for a shot, will work inside, pulls up his dribble, back out to Derek Smith. Smith fakes a few three-pointers, gets into the lane, passes out to Capel. Capel's three up, and no, off the rim, rebounded there by Shepard, and that's the end of the first quarter. The score, Cameron County 10, Port Allegany 2. And we have the cheerleaders on now.
So the cheerleaders for tonight, we've got Lily Babcock, Ashlyn Baker, Alexis Bennett, Jersey Gamet, Lily Ann Reed, Mila Senna, and Savannah Hart, coached by Terry Austin and Alexis Reed.
So as we were saying, Carrie, the size of Cameron County is not really deterring anything for Port. Port's able to get the shots, they just haven't been able to get them to fall yet.
Yeah, size can be intimidating. Grevance is obviously a good player. I think if you're Port Allegany, you got to continue to go right at him. Just take your shots, try to initiate a little body contact when you're going up, and draw some fouls and get them into foul trouble. That's kind of the tactic I would try to take if I could.
Mm-hmm. And the last game I called was the girls' varsity game against Oswego Valley, and that Oswego Valley had a lot of foul trouble. I think their top 4 fouled out in the third quarter, so maybe something that the boys could replicate off of, drawing those fouls.
Yeah, that obviously changes the game when your starters are going out with foul trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they come back in, they've got to play a little smarter. So,
and then not themselves.
Yeah.
So Capel will inbound to Hamilton to start the second quarter, over to Hauver. Hauver will work it in towards the three-point line, pulls it up, back over to Hamilton. Hamilton guarded there by Nick Goss. Back over to Hamilton. Hamilton to Capel. Capel underneath to Derek Smith. Oh, blocked by Grevance. There's that height. Nick Goss will bring it down for the Red Raiders. Guarded there by Austin Hamilton. Picks up his dribble, passes back to Shep. Oh, almost a backcourt, and an errant pass down low to Brown. Goes out of bounds towards the Gators bench.
Yeah, good pressure by the Gators there to initiate a turnover. Whoever wins the turnover battle usually wins the game.
And Port's been pretty clean so far tonight on the turnovers. Over to Hauver. Hauver guarded by Grevance. Look to go inside. Picks it up over to Capel. Capel thought about it. Brings it down, brings it to the top of the key. Passes underneath the shot. Shot back out to Hamilton. Hamilton works it around, met by Shepard. Into the lane, picks it up, and off the rim. Rebounded by Shepard. Over top of shot.
Thought maybe we'd see a foul call there, but.
Yeah, letting them play a little bit, I think. Goss underneath to Grevance, up and in. Easy layup for Grevance.
Yeah, you can't let Grevance have that inside position, or he's going to be doing that all night long.
Hamilton sets it up, passes it off to Capel. Capel back underneath to Hamilton. Hamilton into the lane, layup, off the glass, off the rim, missed. There's a scrum down below. Shepard will get the rebound. Hamilton was in there to get his own rebound. And Goss will bring it back down for Cameron County. 5:20 left in the second. 12-2 Red Raiders. Shepard's got the ball. Works around the arc, and there'll be a foul called on Port. It looks like it's going to be on number 0, Austin Hamilton. That'll be his first.
So looks like Coach Garzell is going to put Asluck in and give Austin Hamilton a break.
Also a sub for Cameron County. It looks like Beckett Burr is back in. Pass down low to Grevance. And he pitches it back to Shepard, and the ball goes out of bounds, touched by Port.
Yeah, the Gators were playing right into the Red Raiders' hands there. They had Grevance down low against Derek Smith one-on-one, and they just lobbed it into him. So Gators got to be careful not to get too far away from the hoop.
Beckett over to Goss. Goss to Shepard, guarded there by Schott. Works down the lane, takes a jumper off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Capel, and the Gators will come this way. Moving fairly quickly underneath the shot blocked by Grevance. And he saves it and gets it back in to number 2, Beckett Burr. That's 2 blocks on tonight for Grevance. Goss has the ball, passes over to Grevance. Picks it up, looks back to Goss. Goss, jumper. No, off the back of the rim. And there is a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. Called by, I'm not sure who that was called by.
Yeah, that was a quick timeout.
Yeah.
Didn't even seem like the play was over with.
No, the ball almost was still in the air, and it seemed like a timeout. Oh, boy, Grevance, 2 blocks. And like you said, that pass in there by Burr, wide open underneath. And, you know, we were talking before the game, he's listed as 6'6", and we said from up here in the crow's nest he doesn't look 6'6", but he's playing 6'6".
Yeah, he is playing 6'6". Maybe 6, I don't know. We're up here high. Maybe
Yeah.
6'5", but, yeah, clearly the tallest guy on the floor.
Yes.
Playing well. I still think the Gators are going to have a guard drop down and pressure him a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got to do something. Derek Smith has been doing his best down there, but when you got a guy 6'6", stolen by Schott. Oh, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. Oh, he saves it, pitches it right back into Goss, who will intercept it. The fast break nullified. And Beckett Burr brings it down for the Red Raiders. Guarded there by Hamilton tight. Looks to pass. Passes over to number 4. Again, sorry, we don't have a name for him. Guarded there by Hauver. Back over to Burr. Burr works it inside. Passes low to Grevance. Up and in, and a foul. That foul will be on number 23, Derek Smith. The shot counts. That'll send Grevance to the line.
Another opportunity for a three-point play here.
You know, we keep harping on Grevance's height, but that Derek Smith, I thought, was in perfect position. I couldn't even see Grevance from up here, and still was able to come down with the ball.
Yeah, I'm guessing Derek's probably 6'1".
And he does complete the three-point play to make it 15-2. So Hamilton will bring it down for the Gators. The Gators getting set up around the blocks. Pass over to Hauver. Hauver guarded there by Burr. Works it around. Picks up his dribble. Passes it back off to Hamilton. Hamilton down the lane. Guarded there by 3 Red Raiders, including Grevance. Fake shot up and off the front of the rim. Rebounded there by number 4. And he pitches it off to Burr, and they're off to the races the other way. Burr goes baseline, layup, in.
That was almost the same play that we saw earlier where the Gator defender came over to help and then backed off. There was just some confusion there. So.
Yep, still some confusion, I think, defensively there. But 17-2, 3:19 left in the second. You got Asluck with the ball, passes it off to Hauver. Hauver looking, works into the lane. Dishes it back underneath the shot. Shot up off the glass and a foul called. That's going to be on number 24, Kobe Shepard. That'll send Alex Schott to the line for the Gators.
Yeah, good little pick and roll play there. Liam Hauver with a nice bounce pass to Alex Schott. Alex, went straight up and initiated the contact. So we'll see if we can get some points here from the foul line.
All right, Schott dribbling, looking for his first. Up and off the back of the rim, no good. Well, I'll give the Gators credit. They are aggressive, even with that size underneath. That hasn't really intimidated them from working the ball inside.
So last game I talked to Coach Garzell. The Gators were 77% from the line. That's been one of the Achilles heels for them. The 3 losses they've had, all in overtime, they shot about 50% from the line. So see if that makes a difference tonight.
Schott second, shot up and in and out. No good. Well, rebounded there by Shepard. He'll push it back off to Burr. Back to Shepard. Shepard guarded there by Schott. Works it underneath. Over to Grevance. Up and in. That's a gimme.
Yeah.
19-2. Red Raiders. Capel brings it down for the Gators. Met in some traffic there. Shot up off the backboard. Rebounded by Grevance. He tries to get the rebound, but it stays Gator ball. We'll have Austin Hamilton inbounding.
Now, last game the Gators had 3 or 4 three-pointers, so we'll see if maybe they turn to the three-point shot to try to make up some of the difference here.
Oh. Well, that inbound play went to Babcock. He went right up with it and off the top of the backboard. That's out of bounds. It'll be Cameron County ball.
Maybe trap in the corner here.
And the press is on for Port. You got Hamilton on Burr, and he's going to get a block there. That's going to be Hamilton's second, I believe.
Yeah, good pressure by Austin Hamilton. If he just takes one quicker step and pinches him off there at the baseline is your friend. It's like an extra defender. Just wasn't able to get over there in time and got called for the foul.
Inbounded to Burr. Burr will bring it across half court, met there by Schott. And he works it right down the lane. Tries to get it to Shepard. Shepard bats it away, and it'll be Port Allegany ball. Been calling Shepard's name a lot, too. He's another big body for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and he's the one that had those 2 3-pointers at the top of the key. So he's a versatile player.
Okay, Hamilton with the ball now, right down the middle of the lane. Passes off to Babcock. Shot up and in. And it is 19-4 now. So Burr underneath to Grevance. One dribble up and misses the layup. Rebound by Babcock. Kicks it out to Hamilton. The pace is picked up for the Gators. Layup off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Cameron County.
Yeah, Gators getting some good looks on the fast break, just not able to finish at the other end.
Goss with a layup, doesn't touch anything, might have been tipped. Rebounded there by Capel. Capel, long pass down the court to Schott, kicks it back to Hauver. Hauver back to Capel. 3-point up, off the front of the rim, no good. And that's going to be a rebound by Shepard. And it'll be a foul on Austin Hamilton.
So I'm trying to keep stats here as we go. I've got the Gators 0 for 3 from 3-point line. I think there might have been a fourth one that I missed. So, that might be a way they can close the gap a little bit. Is get some of those shots to fall.
Inbounded there by number 4 over to Burr. Guarded closely by Capel the whole way down. Pass back over to number 4. He'll work it into the lane. Thought about shooting, pulls his dribble, back out to number 1. That's Kalen Tucker. And there's a foul called. That's going to be on number 22, Liam Hauver.
So that's 5 fouls for the Gators. We've tried to talk about it every game. A new rule in the league in the state is that if you have 5 fouls, team fouls in a quarter, it initiates 2 shots for the other team, whether it's a shooting foul or not, just the number of fouls.
So that sends Kalen Tucker to the line, and he misses his first one off the rim. So 1:11 left in the half. 19-4, second shot up, and it in. Bounced around a little bit there. It'll be 20-4, and the Gators will work it back down. Capel playing point guard. Passes off to Hauver. Hauver guarded tight there by Burr. Works into the lane. Looks for help. Back out to Luck. Luck backs out. Tries to reset. Back over to Capel. Capel shot up. Off the rim. No good. Rebound there by Grevance. He'll dish it off to Burr to come back down for the Red Raiders. 42 seconds left in the half. Burr the whole way, lay up and in. 22-4. Capel back for the Gators. Pass it off to Hauver. Hauver looking underneath. Shoots a 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. That looked good from when he shot it. Burr works it down for Cameron County. Dishes it off to Tucker. Tucker back to number 4. They can take their time here. About 10 seconds left. Tucker back over. Oh, 4 thought about it. Pumped. Pulls it down. Shot. Blocked. Grevance. Rebound. Up off the backboard. No good. Rebound put up by Burr and in as the buzzer sounds. So we go to the half. Cameron County 24. Port Allegany 4.
Yeah, so credit to Cameron County there. 24-4, great half for them. The Gators just couldn't figure out an answer for Grevance. But also Shepard, I think you said, number 24, made those 2 threes at the top of the key.
Yep.
I don't know if maybe you'll see Coach Garzell switch to a zone defense, maybe try to pack it in a little bit. But this is a tough matchup for the Gators. They're doing what they can do, getting some opportunities at the other end that just aren't falling.
Yeah. Yep. And defensively, I think they're in the right spot. I think they've had 2 mistakes where a defender has pulled off, which has opened up the baseline. But when we spoke about it earlier. When you can't even see Grevance underneath and he still comes down with it somehow, that's something needs to be figured out in the locker room.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a topic of conversation with Coach Garzell and the team. Couple things to talk about, for the Gator Network. We mix up our lineups here as the announcers. I'm Kerry Hauver. I'm working with Jeremy Morty tonight. On Wednesday, worked with Dan Funk. The varsity game is going to be Dan Funk and Doug Archer. I'm looking around the Crow's Nest room here. We got all the members of the Gator Network. We've got Dan Funk, Doug Archer, Noah Archer, David Bartlett, Levi Howard, newcomer to the team, Connor Valentine, up running the midcourt camera. We got all hands on deck tonight, trying to bring you a great broadcast. On Wednesday is when we introduce the on-court camera, so you're going to see those cool under-the-camera shots. Then last night, David Bartlett and Andy Young did the wrestling match over in Smethport. Smethport and Port Allegany have co-opted for wrestling for the last couple years, so they do one home match over in Smethport. And I went back and I watched the broadcast from last night. It looked like there was probably 4 or 5 people that were a part of that broadcast. Mm-hmm. It was 2 guys running that. David Bartlett was running 2 cameras, changing the score, changing the time. Andy Young was doing an excellent job, doing the announcing. I learned a lot watching, some of the different moves, hearing some of the terms, cross-face, and I heard something about a butcher. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, it's just really cool that, being a part of the Gator Network to bring these events to everyone. We encourage you to come out and watch them in person, but if you can't, we're here to bring those to you. And I think we get a lot of views after the fact.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people go home and check things out. So.
Yeah, so we're hoping everybody is enjoying the new features here at the Gator Network. And hats off to Dave Bartlett. He's been the brains behind the operation, bringing you all the on-screen graphics, the different camera angles and everything. Kind of a behind-the-scenes hero. So hats off to Dave Bartlett. We got about 7:20 left here in halftime. I think Kerry and I will step away, catch our voices, and we'll be back at the start of the second half. Okay, we're back from halftime. 24-4, Red Raiders ran it up in the first half. Port Allegany had their chances, just a lot of failed layup attempts. So, Kerry, coming out of halftime, if you were Coach Garzell, what are you telling the boys?
Well, I think if I was Coach Garzell, I might, I mentioned it earlier, Gervans, obviously, tall kid, good player down low, tough matchup for anybody on the Gators. I think once the ball comes into him, you've got to drop a guard down to try to double team, try to get it out of his hands, or possibly think about going to a zone defense and packing it in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to be aware of the three, so the guards out front are going to have to hustle back and forth to make sure if they collapse down, when the ball goes inside, that if it gets kicked back out, they've got to hustle their butts back,
mm-hmm.
To defend the three. For Port Allegany offensively, my unofficial stats were either 0 for 5 or 0 for 6 from three-point line. A couple of those fall. That obviously changes the game. That was a big factor for Port Allegany against Northern Potter on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see what adjustments they make. Looks like Cameron County's going to start with the ball, so we'll get started here.
Yep. Inbound from number 4 over to Burr. Burr guarded by Capel, brings it in there, met by Schott. Back over to Shepard. Shepard underneath to Gervance, guarded there by Babcock. Dribbles towards the lane, now double teamed, and bad pass, picked off by Capel, dishes it out to Schott, and he's on a fast break. Trips up a little bit, layup and in. The whole way there by Alex Schott. Just the third bucket tonight for Port. Hey, so Burr will bring it back down. Guarded there close by Capel. He strips it away from him. There'll be a hold. That's going to be on number 2 for Cameron County, Beckett Burr.
Yeah, good job by Capel, stealing it there, getting on it, initiating the contact from Cameron County.
Yeah, the first 2 possessions by Cameron County met by very aggressive Gator defense in the second half. Derek Smith will go towards the lane. Layup, no good, but he'll pick up a foul.
Yeah, and I think that foul's on number 3, but, kudos to Derek going right at Gervans. I think that's what you got to do. You can't shy away from him. You got to just go right at him. He's going to block a few shots, but try to initiate some contact and get him in foul trouble.
Foul was on number 4 for Cameron County. Derek Smith's first shot up and in. Makes it 24-7. Smith's second shot up and in and out. Rebounded by Shepard. And he'll dish it back out to Burr. Burr guarded tightly by Capel. Gets across half court, stripped again, and the ball will go out of bounds. It will remain Cameron County ball. Julian Capel very aggressive on the defense here to start the second half.
Yeah, great hustle by Capel, and maybe that'll provide the spark that the Gators need to get a little momentum here.
A pass underneath to number 4. There'll be a foul called on Austin Hamilton. Let's see what they were calling. That ball was tipped in number 4.
Yeah, Hamilton, when Dan and I did the game on Wednesday, he got in foul trouble early. It looks like that's his 4th foul early in the third quarter.
Number 4's first shot up and in. I hate to just keep saying number 4. We have a Jake Narby, but I don't know if that's actually him or not.
Yep. Yeah, Max Preps for basketball hasn't been very reliable, unfortunately.
So number 4's second shot up and in off the glass. He makes both of them. Inbounded by Schott out to Capel. So now the Gators will set up on offense. Dishes it over to Hoover. Hoover dribbling, shot up. Off the front of the rim. It looked good. Shepard on the rebound. Over to Gervance. Back over to number 4. And they'll finally come across half court. Number 4 looking, guarded there by Hoover. Back to Shepard. 3-point. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Derek Smith for the Gators. And the Gators are going the other way. Guarded right down the lane. Layup off the rim. No good. Rebounded by number 4. He's just one shots down at the other end.
Yeah, Gators are getting a couple looks down there, just not able to finish.
So Shepard will have the ball. Shot up, floater, in and out. Rebounded by Derek Smith.
Yeah, Smith's done a great job on the boards for the Gators.
Yeah, he has. Oh, tries to dribble into the lane, loses it. That's going to be picked up by Burr. Guarded tightly by Capel. And there's a stoppage in play. I did not see what was going on there. And it looks like number 3, Brown, might have a medical issue or some blood coming out of his face somehow. So that'll bring on Nick Goss for the Red Raiders. 5:04 left in the third, 26-7 Cameron County. And number 4 will inbound over to Burr. Burr again guarded tightly by Capel. He'll work in the lane. Blocked away. Pass intended for Gravant. Shot knocks it out of bounds. So we got Beckett Burr here for Cameron County to inbound. Pass out to Gravant. He gets it out towards the arc. Over to Shepard. Underneath to Goss. Shot up, in and out. Rebounded by Smith. And he'll take it for the Gators. Across half court. Down low to shot. Three-pointer up. Off the backboard. No good. And it's rebounded by Gravant. Over to Burr. And the Red Raiders are coming this way. Gives it back out to number 4. Thought about it. Pulls it back down. Looks for Gravant. Not there. Over to Goss. Goss works around. Looks for a shot. Back to number 4. Guarded there by Hauber. Gravant sets the pick. Back over to Goss. Goss picks up his dribble. Over to number 4. Looking for Gravant. Guarded there by Capel and Babcock. Out to Shepard behind the line. He'll shoot. In. Nothing but net. That's his third three-point shot of the night. That makes it 29-7 Cameron County. Julian Capel will dish it off to Babcock. Babcock works it in, guarded there tightly by Gravant. Dishes it back out to Hauber. Hauber behind the arc. Works it in again. Met there by Gravant. Shot up off the backboard. No good. Rebounded by Burr. And he'll come down the court. Again, Capel very tight on him defensively. There's a shot up, in, and out. That's going to be on Capel. A foul called underneath. And that's going to be a push. That's going to send Beckett Burr to the line.
Yeah, the Gators got to do a better job of providing some help defense there. Julian Capel getting back down by his guy. Someone's got to step over and help him there. Obviously, a size disadvantage for Capel. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking around here. I don't see a lot of size matchups. Maybe Goss. Second shot in by Burr. And Capel will bring it down for Port. Works off to the right side. Floater up off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Gravant over top of Babcock. And he'll get it back out to Burr. Burr all the way down. Outside to Goss. Three-point. Up, in, and out. Rebounded down low by Schott. And he'll come take it the other way. The whole way by Schott. Up, blocked by Gravant. That's, I think, his 4th block of the night. And they're going to make mass substitutions for Cameron County now. We have Gravant off, Burr off, number 4 off, Shepard off. The only one staying on was Goss. Now we have a Gabe Novak. What else we got on here? Kalen Tucker back on. Shot up and in by Braden Babcock, sorry.
Yeah, we do have a Braylon Button on the varsity, so it can get confusing. Braylon Button, Braden Babcock.
A lot of B's.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tucker will run the offense now for Cameron County. Dishes it out to Caden Trumpy, number 32. He's still looking for somebody. He passes back over to Goss. Goss will work to the top of the key. Guarded there by, and he'll be a double dribble. He was guarded by Capel tightly. And we'll be going the other way, Gator ball.
Cameron County, 21-point lead here. Kudos to their coach for subbing down a little bit, getting a little playing time for the other guys. I think they could have, kept their starters in and probably expanded the lead here. But, for the development of everybody, I think it's a good move by them. Yeah,
real classy move by Cameron County. I can see Shepard and Gravant are at the very end of the bench, probably done for the night. So we have Schott working in the lane, layup and in. Nice work there by Alex Schott. And the tight defense continues for the Gators. Number 23 now, which We also do not have, and I apologize, a pass back over to Trumpy. He's looking underneath for Novak. Pitches it back out to number 1, Kalen Tucker. Shot up, no good. 23 again, shot no good. Rebounded by Derek Smith. We have a 23 on here, but coach did not circle him as a player, so I apologize if I'm just calling out numbers. But Hauver will work into the lane. Layup off the backboard, no good. Tucker now over to Goss. Goss barely gets across half court, and there's going to be a travel. Great defense again by Julian Capel.
Yeah, just by pressuring the point guard there and initiating a turnover. That's good hustle by Julian Capel. Looks like a couple new bodies coming on. As luck, Alex Smith with his first action. Babcock goes out, and Derek Smith goes out.
So Hauver will dish it over to Capel. Back on to Hauver. Floater up and in. Great shot there. 30-13, 1:12 left in the third. Cameron County on a fast break here. That was Goss. Back over to Tucker. Tucker looking for somebody. Back over to Trumpy. Trumpy looks down low to 23. Wasn't there. Back out to Novak. Novak to 23. Guarded tightly. Back out to Goss. Three-pointer up. Off the rim. No good. And that'll be Alex Smith and number 32 battling for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Gator ball. Inbounded by As Luck. Under a minute to go in the third. Capel directing traffic. Guarded there by Goss. Between his legs. Pick set. Floater up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Smith. His shot up off the top of the backboard. No good. Foul called. That'll send Alex Smith to the line. And that's going to be on number 22, Nick Goss.
Alex Smith does a great job attacking the boards against Northern Potter. He had 7 points and a fair amount of rebounds.
His first shot up and in. That's the second free throw we've made tonight here for Port. So shot will come off. And we have Brendan Feniger on. Second shot in. Goss brings it down, guarded by Capel. Over to Tucker, down to number 23. He'll work in, back out to Tucker. Tucker guarded by Luck. Back out to Goss. He's looking. Long pass across the court to Novak. Novak's ball stolen by Capel. There's some scrum on the floor. Great move by Capel. Tries to pass it over to Luck. He can't get it.
I'm just chuckling a little bit there. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
that was a great hustle play by Julian Capel, and then he's falling to the ground, flips it behind his back, trying to get it to Luck, and it just...
Oh, intercepted by Capel. Speaking of, layup, no good. Rebounded by Capel again. Another one up and in. As the buzzer sounds, 30-17, Cameron County. Yeah, great play by Capel. Falls over himself a little bit. Passes behind the back. Luck can't get to it. Cameron County inbounds a direct pass to Capel. Misses his first layup. Gets his own rebound and then makes it as the buzzer sounds. So great hustle by Julian Capel here in the second half.
That was a really cool sequence. And the cheerleaders are on now. So we want to announce their names. Lily Babcock, Ashlyn Baker, Alexis Bennett, Jersey Gamet, Lillianne Reed, Mila Senna, Savannah Hart, and coached by Terry Austin and Alexis Reed. Thinking ahead, varsity basketball is a little different now. There's a lot of 9th and 10th graders that are good enough to play varsity. I know on the Cameron County side of things, a couple sophomores that are playing varsity, Landon Farron, Malachi Zukel. Watch those kids up through the years. They're really good players. On the Port side, you've got Jared Funk, Isaac Amel, Nick Wilfong. So there's going to be some battles between these two teams over the years.
Yeah. And we have Gravance and Shepard back on now for Cameron County, as well as number 3, Brown, and Burr. Shot by Luck in, a three-pointer. That brings the Gators within 10. And that's probably why you see the Red Raider starters back out. So Burr will bring it down, pass off to number 4. Number 4 guarded by Hauver. Works it around, pick set by Grevance. Thought about it, pulled it back. Back out to Burr. Burr hanging out, works inside, guarded by Smith. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Grevance. Shot falls. Great defense there by Alex Smith, but Grevance, 6'6". It'll be 32-20. That'll be a kick.
Yeah, and we didn't mean to question Gervance's height there. We talked to our man on the floor here, Levi Howard, and said, is he 6'6" from down there? And he said, oh, yeah, he's 6'6". So.
Yeah, and again, from up in the crow's nest, it's a little deceiving. But, yeah, Levi did say he was a little shocked even when he came out on the floor for the tip. So over to Smith. Long cross court pass, a shot. Thought about taking it. Now he'll work in. Floater. Doesn't touch anything. Smith jumps out of bounds to save it. And it'll get Shepard over to number 4. Long pass down to Grevance, off his hands, out of bounds. And Gator ball. So Derek Smith will inbound it to Julian Capel. He passes over to Alex Schott. Pass broken up by Shepard. Pass underneath to Alex Smith, back out to Capel, and there's going to be a travel called on Smith. Number 4 will inbound it to Shepard. He has it there. He'll work it across half court. Underneath to Grevance. Shot up and in. He gave a pump fake to Alex Smith. Smith bit. So now Capel comes down for the Gators. Right down the lane, right at Grevance. Another block. That's his 5th of the night. And rebounded by Marcus Brown for Cameron County. Dishes it out to number 4. He'll unload it to Grevance, back to number 4. 4, floater, off the back of the rim, rebounded by Shepard. He floats it back in. And a timeout on the floor, 36-20, Cameron County, 5:02 left. Okay, the players are returning to the floor after the timeout. It'll be Port Allegany ball. Derek Smith inbounds it to Julian Capel. Gators down by 16, just under 5 to go. Capel over to Schott. Schott looking for somebody. Underneath the Babcock, picked off there by Burr. And he'll come this way for the Red Raiders. Dishes it off to number 4. Back over to Burr. Burr to the three-point line. Shot. And in. Bounced around the rim a little bit. So 38-20 Red Raiders. Capel works it down for Port. Pass over. Risky pass to Smith. Smith. Baseball throws clear across court to Schott. Back to Capel. Underneath to Smith. Back out to Derek Smith. Three-point shot up. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Schott. He tries to go up and in. Oh, number 4 over to Burr, down to Grevance, layup, off the rim, no good, batted away by Derek Smith, right in the hands of Julian Capel, who passes it down to Alex Schott. He's got a breakaway and misses the layup, but gets the foul. We'll see who the foul is on. Is in Cameron County. It looked like number 3 is number 4. So it sends Alex Schott to the line for 2. And his first freebie is up and no good, off the side of the rim. And Alex Smith will come off and Liam Hauver back on for the Gators.
Sorry, I was looking down there, Jeremy, so he missed that first shot?
Yes.
Okay, just trying to keep track here.
Here's his second shot up. and no good again off the left side of the basket. Rebounded there by Shepard. He'll dish it down to Brown. Brown works it back. And it'll be Burr coming down for the Red Raiders. Guarded there by Capel. Back out to number 4. Met by Hauver. Back over to Brown. Over to Grevance behind the arc. Thought about it. Guarded by Babcock. Dishes it over to number 4. He really wanted it. Pumped his legs a few times. Back. Oh, picked off by Julian Capel, and he's on a fast break the other way. Layup in. Gators down 14, 3:26 to go.
Yeah, see if they can get a little momentum going here.
Yeah, Cameron County seems to want to slow things down now, obviously, with a sizable lead. Number 4 still there, guarded by Hauver. And a timeout is called by Cameron County with 3:08 left in the game.
Looks like Hamilton's going to come back in for the last 3 minutes. I think he has 4, so he's going to have to play smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great defense here in the second half, especially by Julian Capel.
Yeah.
A lot of hustle.
He's provided that spark.
Mm-hmm.
Swing a little momentum back to the Gators. Even if they don't win this game, I think they take some positive momentum into next week.
Yes.
I know they have a home game against Austin on Thursday. I think they play somebody on Tuesday away. I have to check my schedule. I know I'm going to be at a basketball court every day. I'm just not sure where I'm supposed to be. I did confirm with David Bartlett we're going to remain on this feed for the varsity game.
Okay.
Before we've had a JV feed and end it and then start a new one for varsity. We've got Levi Howard down on the floor he has a cool shot where the players come out and run past him. So we want to get that shot on the feed. So
a long pass into Grevance, and he'll step right out of it, and he'll be pushed out by Derek Smith. That'll be a foul. That'll send Grevance underneath, not to the line.
Yeah, that's the second time where the Gators have been baited out, and it's just Grevance and Smith down low, and they just lob it up to him.
Mm-hmm. And there it is again. Just another lob pass into Grevance. Works it over to Shepard. Shepard back over to Burr. Burr guarded tightly there by Capel. Back to Shepard. Shepard will come in, lay it up and in. No good. Missed off the rim. Picked up by Brown. He'll dish it back out to number 4 towards midcourt. Comes into the lane, picks up his dribble. Guarded there by Hauver. Still looking. Still no help. Finally gets it over to Burr. Burr will lay it up and in. Guarded tightly there by Austin Hamilton.
Yeah, that was a tough little shot there by Burr.
So Austin Hamilton running the offense for the Gators. Over to Capel. Capel's jumper, no. Back over to Shot. He's stripped away. And that'll be a foul. That'll send Shot to the line. That could be on Grevance. Oh, it's going to be on Goss. No, Burr. Beckett Burr with the foul.
So that's his 4th of the game. Not sure it's going to matter for the outcome whether he fouls out or not, but he's played a really good game.
Yes.
For Cameron County.
And Alex Schott's first free throw is no good. He'll set up here for his second try. Shot up and in, nothing but net. So we have 40-25, 2:19 left. Grevance with the ball, stops, back to Shepard. Shepard way out front to Burr. He's trying to set something up. Back over to Shepard. Right out towards the midcourt logo. Okay, number 4 now with the ball. Back over to Grevance. Back to Brown. Brown guarded by Hamilton, almost loses it. Oh, they got him trapped. Hauver and Hamilton were right there. Number 4 will work in the lane, back out to Grevance. Pulls it behind the arc, back to Shepard, guarded by Shot. Picks up his dribble, down to 4. 4, pass to Grevance underneath, easy layup.
Yeah, good ball movement by Cameron County, waiting until they get the shot that they want to take.
And Alex Shot with an attempt off the bottom of the backboard. And Grevance with the rebound.
And I heard through the grapevine there was a vote on a shot clock I don't know if that was for the league or the district. I heard it was pretty well split 50-50, and it was denied. I'll have to get a little more information on that from my sources.
Mm-hmm.
But, a play like that, obviously that was good ball movement by Cameron County, but, changes the game, obviously, if there's a shot clock in these situations where you can just run the clock out. We'll see if that ever changes in Pennsylvania.
Right, New York.
Yeah, our neighbors across the state line, they've had it. I think it's 35 seconds for New York State, but
yeah, I know they've had it for a number of years up there. Even back when I was in high school and we were going up to like Ellicottville or Franklinville, they were having the shot clock.
Yeah,
so.
back when I played, we always played home and away against Portville. I know there was a relationship there between some of the people there that knew each other, so we always played them. Always a tough matchup going to Portville.
Right. Oh, Nick Goss working the ball down, swatted away by Derek Smith. That'll remain Cameron County ball. It'll be inbounded now by number 20, William Gomez. Another sub for the Red Raiders now with 1:18 left. He's looking to get it in over to Goss, picked off by Capel. He'll lay it up and in. Gomez inbounds to Goss, and they're on a fast break. Get across half court and probably slow it down. Met there by Hamilton. Goss looks across to Gomez. Very close to a backcourt. He'll get it back to Goss. Goss guarded by Capel. Fakes a pass. Now over to 25, Julius Noki. Gomez now with the ball. Back to Keegan Doobie. Back to Goss, stripped away by Capel. He'll pass it over to Hamilton. Too hot to handle. He'll rebound it back into Schott. Schott dishes it back to Smith. Smith to the top of the key, underneath the Capel. Layup off the rim, no good. But there will be a foul called, sending Capel to the line.
Nice bounce pass there by Derek Smith to get into Julian Capel. A little acrobatic shot. Initiates the contact.
That's going to be on number 12, Keegan Doobie. Capel's first shot off the mark.
So looking down the stat sheet here, Jeremy, it looks like only one three-pointer for the Gators. I think, obviously if that percentage was a little higher, that would make, cut into the totals a little bit.
Well, and I'm looking at the free throws too. Capel missed both.
4 for 10, I believe, unofficially on the foul shots.
Yikes.
And then 3 points, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 1 for 8 from three-point line. Maybe 1 for 9 because I feel like I missed one earlier in the game.
So 24 seconds left. Inbounded to Capel. All the way across court to Schott. Behind the arc. Blocked there by number 25, Julius Noki. And that was brought down by Goss. Fouled there by Capel. So a hold called on Capel.
So 16 seconds left in this game. We're gonna remain on this feed for the varsity game, and stick around and check out that opening shot there where the team comes out, runs past Levi Howard. That's a cool new shot we've added.
Yeah, I watched it the other night against Nopo, and that's really nice. Just another one of those added features. 3-point shot off the backboard by Grady Gribble. Rebounded there by number 12. Keegan Doobie puts it back in, and that will count. The final score here from the Swamp. Cameron County 44, Port Allegany 27. And we have the varsity game up next.
Yep, it's been nice working with you, Jeremy.
Yeah,
we're gonna switch seats here. You and I are gonna go, I don't know, man some cameras or something. We're gonna move aside for Doug Archer and Dan Funk. So stay tuned for the varsity game. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another evening of Port Allegany basketball. Wow, I had to pause there. I'm having to help my associate here with some technical difficulties. We got Doug Archer on the mic here, also with me. And we'll be piping in occasionally will be Noah Archer, recent graduate last year. So we'll be valuably hearing from his experience. And we'll be pausing here, but this is going to be a big battle for the number 2 spot tonight in the district, as Cameron County will be facing off against Port Allegany. So we'll pause for the national anthem.
Welcome to today's competition between the Port Allegany Gators and the Cameron County Red Raiders. The PIAA reminds you that your admission to this event entitles you to enjoy exhibition of skills developed by the students in an educational setting. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Booing, taunting, and intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable and will not be tolerated. A reminder that Port Allegany High School is a drug-free zone and that all drugs and alcohol and tobacco are banned on school grounds. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Alrighty, folks. Once again, welcome. We're going to be having our Cameron County visitors being introduced for their starters. The number 4, Narby. Number 5, Schaefer. Number 12, Beer. Number 22, Smith. And number 23, Farron. But as I said, this is going to be the battle for the number 1 spot, as Cameron County, I do believe, is 4-1 in the district, and Port Allegany is 5-1. So for Port Allegany, we have number 2, Isaac Amel, number 3, Jared Funk, number 10, Nick Wilfong, almost said Nilk for some reason. Number 11, Braylon Button, and number 24, Jacob Causer. So, Doug, how do you think the teams are going to start out tonight?
Well, Dan? Hey, can you copy?
Nope.
Dan, can I copy?
Yes. Hold on, we're having some technical difficulty with Doug's mic.
Mike?
There we go. Now I got you.
Sorry about that, folks. They were trying to mute me. That's okay, probably for good reason. But, no, Dan, I had a chance to talk with Coach Babcock. I'll get to some of the things he mentioned, but he expected this game to be a really good test for them. both teams having lost to only Otto Eldred as far as Northern Tier play goes.
And Port Allegany comes out in a man defense, guarding closely. Loose ball, bodies on the floor. Jacob Causer goes sprawling. Schaefer making some move against Wilfong. Goes up, no good. Wilfong able to get the rebound. As the Gators come down, Cameron County comes out in a man offense also. Swings around to Causer. Looking for a passing lane. Amel drives baseline, running jumper, no good. Gets his own rebound, but hits the floor hard. Able to get back up. But Isaac was able to get it over to Braylon Button, who lays it in for two. And Doug, every year Cameron County Port Allegany games are really tight and heavily contested, and shows by the turnout we have for the fans.
Yeah, it was hard to find a parking spot tonight, Dan.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They're a well-coached team and always a really good turnout with their basketball program.
Button down in the corner, swings it to Amel. Over to Wilfong. Wilfong driving. And a jump ball call. Stays Port Allegany.
Yeah, Beer got his hand right on the ball. Nick was trying to jump.
Yeah, he was able to get around Schaefer, get that step on him. Funk kicks it out to Wilfong as emergency. Couldn't see anything happen there with the play. Over to Causer. Down to Button. Button pump fakes. Lays it up. No good. Farron with the rebound. And Schaefer drives all the way down. But it's called. He gets a foul called. And that's going to be on Funk. That'll be his first. Team's first. Schaefer hits his first one. I know both times every game I'm calling up here, I always say that both teams need to mitigate the turnovers. If they can limit their turnovers, they can actually control the game. And Schaefer hits his second one. Funk gets the ball stolen by Schaefer as Schaefer was in the passing lane. Schaefer's layup no good. Loose ball. Cameron County comes up with it. Schaefer tries a three. No good. And Button is called for a box out foul. That seems like more of a situational bad item there where Cameron County jumped up and Button just kept going. He just felt him on his back. And Smith hits it for three as Funk couldn't get around the screen. And Causer's pass is deflected, but Button was able to recover it. Amel's drive, no good.
And Beer comes down with the rebound there. Ooh, another pileup. 22, that's Smith. He's having a hard time getting up.
Yep. And
Babcock is clearly upset right now.
definitely he saw a foul, and that was not called.
He's in shock. He's in shock. I missed it. I missed it down here. Dan, was it?
It definitely it appeared that it could have been a foul, but point of views it's hard to say from our elevated position to what's, an official sees down there in the bottom.
I was watching Smith at the other end, who appeared injured, and the whole thing was discombobulated.
And Bowman had come in for Cameron County for the injured Smith. Schaefer drives, no good, got his own rebound and puts it back up, making the score 7-2, Cameron County. Gators are struggling to get some offense going. Funk left wide open on the outside, hits a three, brings it 5-7. And sometimes that little momentum shift could be something critical for Port Allegany. Button able to get his hands up in the passing lane. Pretty sure he's a lineman for in football. And that shot was no good, but Button was able to get down. The Gators come down, fast break. Button, jumper from the elbow, no good. Amel, rebound, gets fouled, and we'll go to the line for two. A lot of fast-paced action there. But Button, I'm pretty sure he's got the hands to jump inside of the passing lane, being, I believe, a lineman, right, Noah?
Yeah, definitely.
So Amel off the front of the rim there. And Zukow and Smith come in. Zukow, I know, is a fast ball handler. Amel's second one rattles in, brings it within one. Zukow trying to get some distance between Amel. Gets it over to Beer. Beer with Causer guarding close. Schaefer drives, no good. Dishes back out. Zukow over to Smith. Smith drives, no good. He dishes back to Zukow. Furman drives, lays it up, no good. Funk with the rebound.
Strong rebound there.
Funk, little shake and bake, crossover, no good. Strips the ball.
Whoa, Button
And
Farron go down again. That's probably the second or third time they've battled to the ground, Dan.
And the way that this physicality of this game is going, it could get a little bit more chippy and difficult later in the game. And so Cameron County's looking to penetrate the Gators' man defense. Smith turnaround was no good the first time. Got his own rebound and was able to put it back up. With less than 2 minutes left, it's a 6-9 game.
Yeah, Smith now with 5 points, leading Cameron County. I do have 2 points unaccounted for Cameron County. I just missed it. It very well could be Smith.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is a lot of speed in the front court, and then the back court, a lot of physical play there. A lot of guys on the ground.
It's definitely going to be a battle, no matter how you slice it, both outside and up top. And it's, in my opinion, I think it's whoever's going to be able to keep their fitness level all the way through, keep that energy going.
Yeah, I agree, but I do believe that also that these teams are pretty well matched in terms of size and speed and physicality.
Agreed.
I know Coach Babcock was concerned with this game. We talked earlier, and he mentioned, they're on a 5-game win streak, but he's like, they can't be comfortable, especially with an opponent like Cameron County, and they're good. But he felt like if Port plays their game, of course Cameron County's beatable.
Definitely, and that's what they're trying to do. Port has definitely been showing a lot of movement lately, able to actually flow. Funk steps back, has Zukow on him, which is a huge mismatch. Causer down low and gets a foul called.
Nice spin by Jake there.
Yeah, if I'm Port Allegany, I want to see Jared Funk post up there. A little bit of a mismatch.
That's a huge mismatch. without a doubt. But one thing that might happen, though, if they try to draw that situation, they'll go ahead and Funk in the corner with 3, no good. It might pull a lot of help side defense, which might free up some space.
Smith
Schaefer
brings down that rebound.
Zukal guarded by Amel. Smith, Funk in his face, no good, and gets a push. And that's going to be on Farron. That's his second, team's third. And Bowman comes in for Cameron County.
Boy, it is a full house tonight.
It is. It definitely is a full house. I'm glad I got here early. I was able to get a good parking spot, as you said. Zukal keeping tabs with Funk. Funk able to step through him. Nice little pivot step.
It was.
Wilfong cuts off the passing lane, but his attempt is no good. Smith driving, Zukal over to Schaefer. Schaefer drives, no good attempt, puts it back up. Another second attempt's no good. Rebound, though, was by Beer. And Cameron County pulls it back out. Try to reset with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Not sure if Cameron County's paying attention yet to the clock. I think they see it now. Smith, not sure, not getting the count right in the head.
Oh.
And
that tight defense from Funk took away the three-point shot, so he just tried to get a pass, but he ran out of time. Good defense.
He was
by
looking
Funk.
for a play to happen, and just, that count.
Hey, Dan.
Yep. I got you here.
Just clean my ears out over break there.
Now, Doug, you have some statistics that we've had recently, don't you?
Yeah, yep. Wanted to quickly mention some of the leaders for Port, and Jared Funk is a leader at nearly every category, as you well know. But 93 points, he leads the team, 71 rebounds, 18 steals, 19 assists. Now Jake Causer is second with 18 assists. Nick Wilfong does lead the team with 15 three-pointers, and Nick is also second in steals with 9. Button is second in points and rebounds with 90 and 57.
Smith takes another deep three, no good. And he is fouled. And Farron, I have to look at my sheet. No, Bowman, sorry. Bowman was fouled. And that is going to be on Button.
Cameron County doing a nice job of getting some offensive rebounds here. Some good putback opportunities.
Yeah, that's both teams appear to be managing the turnovers. And Farron Bowman not able to capitalize on that. Levi Wilfong comes in for Button. And now we got two brothers out there. So there'll be Nick Wilfong and Levi Wilfong instead of just calling out Wilfong. And Bowman's second shot is successful, stretches their lead to 2. Funk trying to get a little help, gets it over to Amel. Wilfong, Funk gets it out to the side, just off the side of the rim. And Schaefer tries to skip it up to Bowman, has to pull it back out. Try to reset. Schaefer, Smith, left wide open.
Yeah, he's a guy you don't want to leave open. He's got a nice shot.
He does.
Yeah, That gives him 7 points unofficially here. He's your leading scorer. Schaefer following him with 2.
And it didn't look like a good switch happened between Wilfong as they backed right off onto Schaefer and left Smith wide open. Causer drives, gets stripped by Zukal. Schaefer driving, 1-on-3. And a foul down there. Not exactly sure who that was called on. There's a few hands. And that's going to be on, I do believe that's Causer. Nope. That's on Levi Wilfong. Schaefer off the side of the rim. The other aspect that teams need to do is actually finish these free throws. With the new free throw rule, Noah, you definitely get a different aspect of the game.
Yeah, they are so important, especially in games like these. NCL matchups, they always usually come down to free throws.
Correct. And if you go to the line and you miss 50% of your free throws, that's a huge number. Funk, top of the key almost. Bounces off the back of the rim, no good.
That's Narby's in for Cameron County.
I didn't even see that. That was my bad. Smith over to Bowman. Smith able to get a screen. Got freed up. Emil gets it down to Wilfong. Wilfong waiting for number. Levi Wilfong gets it over to Nick. Funk from the baseline, no good. He's on a cold streak right now. As Cameron County has stretched the lead 8-16. Schaefer tried to drive the lane, no good. Cameron County's able to come down with the rebound. Schaefer able to get freed. And Causer is able to drive a offensive foul as Schaefer just drove right through Causer. And Yeager comes in for Funk, who gets a breather.
Yeager's hair is a different color than the last time I saw him, Dan.
Yeah, he sported that new one just a couple of days ago at our first home game back for the year.
A little bit of a Slim Shady look.
Definitely. And Wilfong gets lost.
Oh, I thought Wilfong
Amos tried to get it back to before the backcourt. Schaefer drives, lays it up for 2.
Good finish there with the left hand.
And Babcock wants to talk and settle the team down and figure something out.
Yeah, dropping down by 10 now.
Cameron County on a run now.
Things are getting a little wild on Port side.
Yeah, momentum definitely in the hands of the Red Raiders.
Definitely. I think Port Allegany is starting to force their shot and not actually picking their shot, not getting the open lane.
Yeah, they're feeling the lead kind of grow, so they're kind of coming down here and forcing a couple shots instead of still just kind of fighting for the good shots, the layups and the manageables.
And worry about getting the, we're still working on their defense and actually keeping up but Cameron County definitely has a lot of speed from what I can tell.
Yeah, they've been able to run the break a couple times pretty well and made the right passes.
When I talked to Coach Babcock earlier, he knew this was going to be a challenge, and he dropped a Ted Lasso quote on me here, Dan, and knowing he said, taking on a challenge is a lot like riding a horse. If you're comfortable while doing it, you're probably doing it wrong.
That's actually right. Port Allegany comes out in a press break. Get it over to Emil. Back to Dick Wilfong. Over to Yeager. Gets it across the timeline to Emil. Causer. Yeager. Nick Wilfong. Causer directing traffic. Wilfong gets it over to Causer. Causer drives, lays it up for 2.
That's a strong take for Causer.
Yeah,
Definitely, that's something that the Gators needed.
That's a big bucket, and they come out and they beat the press. They don't panic, and they move the ball down, and a strong take by Causer for a much-needed basket.
Schaefer tried to drive, got into trouble, dishes back out. Beer with a 3-point shot, hits it.
He was all alone. You're that wide open, you're going to take that shot.
And Cameron County called for a blocking foul.
Narby.
With 3:45 left, that's Narby's first. Funk and Button come back in for Yeager and Levi Wilfong. Let's hope they're able to rest those legs a little. And
Yeah, I mean, when this group was together, the score was pretty tight to begin that first quarter. Nice shot by Wilfong.
Schaefer, strong rebound on that. Drives all the way down. Smith pump fakes, and Smith gets an offensive foul as Button sets himself.
That is a great team take for Braylon Button there.
Agreed.
That really helps your team out. Sacrificing his body.
That's Smith's first, team's third.
Yeah, otherwise, Smith isn't missing a shot there.
And not a lot of players are willing to take that charge because it is some punishment.
Oh, definitely.
Funk, they pack the box with Causer. Nick Wilfong gets a screen from Causer.
Schaefer.
Looking for help, needing help.
Whoa, a trip. Got a
That
trip.
was a trip and was not called at all.
Wow. Tight defense from Cameron County, though. They're up tight. They're in everybody's faces. Things are getting hard.
Definitely things are tight. And we all knew that when you have a 2 and a 3 seed battling for it with a very similar record, that's an illegal screen there with that box out push.
Wow, good pass.
Amel sees Funk, goes up, Funk goes up, lays it up.
Solid finish there by Funk.
Something that's needed. Long pass up to Schaefer, looking for help. Schaefer takes it, no good. Button with the rebound. There's Cameron County trying to rush it. I think trying to swing the...
Narby with the anticipation, but he misses it. Wilfong misses his layup.
And Cameron County takes a full timeout.
Yeah, Schaefer's been able to get to the hoop. It's just a matter of finishing that hasn't quite been there tonight.
Agreed. And Port Allegany's being very smart about it and jumping straight up. They're not falling for, the swinging arm or the slapping.
Yeah, yep, definitely.
Yeah, Schaefer for Cameron County now has unofficially 5 points. Smith with 9 points. And then Funk leads Port Allegany with 7. Amel with 1, Button with 2, Causer with 2. Two minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Port's got to close the gap here, Dan.
I agree. Noah, what do you think that, being that you were in this position last year, what do you think coaches are telling their players right now?
I think if you're Cameron County, they're probably telling them, be smart with the ball. Take some time off if you can, get a good shot. And if you're Port Allegany, you probably want to apply a little bit of pressure. Get a couple steals, maybe a fast break. But you definitely need buckets here in the final 2 minutes.
Case in point, Gators come out in a full court press. As Narby tries to draw Amel out, looking for a play to happen. Has Schaefer.
Yeah, he was open.
Schaefer wide, was open. Funk drives, dishes to Causer. Causer lays it up.
Oh, there you go.
And there you got two cousins tying it together.
Fast break.
Beautiful bucket there by the Turtle Point natives.
And we got 3 on the court right now. Narby drives, wide open layup, no good.
Farron slammed him.
Farron was going in for the rebound and just knocked him down.
Yeah, he's been aggressive all night, Farron has.
That's his 3rd foul, too.
Team's 4th, and Zukal comes in. Once again, Zukal's pulling on Funk for that matchup.
Ooh, there's a few inches different there. Open shot for Wilfong.
Rattles in, gets the shooter's roll. And the Gators are starting to gain momentum, 16-21.
Cameron County starting to feel the pressure here. They're looking a little less smooth here on offense.
Schaefer's driving, no good. Button was there to contest it, and Button was able to rebound it. Wilfong gets it across the timeline over to Amel. Wilfong drives, lays it up, no good. 36 seconds left. Look for him to hold. Smith pump fakes, drives left, spins, lays it up underneath Funk's arm, and that's good for 2.
That's a good take.
That is a good take. That is a good move. And Funk gets the ball, gets jammed underneath. Zukal lays it in, and last second shot from Wilfong, no good. So at the half, Port Allegany 16, Cameron County 23, only down by 7.
So far, a great half of basketball and definitely an exciting last 2 minutes.
Definitely exciting last 2 minutes, and a possibility. I mean, this game is not out of reach by any means by either team.
No, the Gators, they closed the gap there a little bit. They have to get an answer for Smith. He's killing us everywhere.
Yeah, he's a ball player. He's pretty smooth with it. He had a nice spin cycle there.
Yes, he did. I guess at this moment, it's halftime. Let me run over the cheerleaders. I didn't get a chance to do that in the first half, and then if we want to cut away for a minute, we may do that. But Lily Babcock is the captain. Ashlyn Baker, Alexis Bennett, Jersey Gammett, Lillian Reed is the captain. Mila Senna, Savannah Hart, and Terry Austin is the coach. Alexis Reed is a helper. I think they have one more helper, but I don't see it. So great job, cheerleaders. I think we can cut away for 5 minutes.
Alrighty, folks, we're back with second half action. Got Doug and Noah starting to get their headsets on. Doug's got his on. Noah's just looks like he's looking at our new setup up here, folks. If you watch us through the halftime, you got a little glimpse of what we're doing. So we've got, actually, as you guys can see, 4 cameras operating here. We got a great volunteer crew with Levi Wilfong, Jeremy Morey, Noah Archer, Doug Archer, Dave Bartlett, who's behind the scenes doing some of the IT work, as I'm doing one of the voices, Kerry Hover, who you heard on the first in the JVs, and
Who's our new cameraman?
we'll get you the name in a moment, but students are helping out, and if you're interested in helping out, we can get you guys certified and approved with the school to help out here, because there's a lot of great things coming.
Connor Valentine is our other cameraman.
Thank you, Noah.
Doing a great job.
Yes, he is. Emil, three-pointer, starts off
That's how you want to start it.
That's it. You want to get that halftime energy or the jitters, that cold rust out.
Yeah, Emil didn't really take many shots in the first half.
Well, Smith, guarded closely by Funk, dishes it out to Narby. Over to Beer. Smith.
That's an answer.
Wow.
Smith is definitely a hot shooter.
Wow, Smith, he's just on fire. Smith with 14 points now, unofficially.
Funk gets over to Kaiser. Kaiser drives. Emil looking for an open lane. Is very patient there. Doesn't try to force it. And Narby gets called for a foul as he's guarding Button, and there's definitely a mismatch on that aspect.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. They had Narby on Button. He's definitely got the size on him. It looks like they're making the switch now, though.
Yeah, they're switching Smith over. Kaiser had to check his feet to see if he was behind the three-point line and chose to drive.
Yeah, I thought he had an open look there, but he didn't want to take it.
Schaefer drives. Help side collapses on Narby. No good. Narby gets his rebound twice. Funk takes off, pulls up at three-point lane. No good. Short. Kaiser tips it. Wilfong's shot was blocked by Beer. Wilfong drives. Gets tipped away. Funk, another three. Hits that one.
There you go.
He needed that one.
Yes, he did. The Gators need a stop here.
Gators within 4. 6 minutes.
Smith,
ticking.
NBA range, hits that.
Holy. That kid answers every time.
He is not missing tonight.
Every time that phone rings, he's answering it.
And they're just not calling it. Funk
There you go.
backs down Narby. And lays it up for two. Wilfong gets in the passing lane. And Wilfong is called for a hold, as he saw an opportunity where Cameron County got a little lax.
I'm seeing a little bout here between Jared Funk and Smith from Cameron County.
Yeah. Yep.
Going back and forth.
Definitely.
We'll see if they can answer that one, though.
Schaefer drives, blocked by Funk. Smith left all alone, short.
First, good box out.
And
I stand corrected, I guess.
Button called for a foul as Farron went up and Button kept boxing him out.
That story has happened a couple times tonight. It's just someone goes up and then you just hear a body hit the floor.
And sometimes that's hard to even feel because you just feel a body there.
Yep.
And you're trained to just box out.
Box him out. Yeah, and Button's as good as anyone at that.
Smith.
Beer finishes. Now every time the Gators close the gap, Cameron County's answering.
And Amel, three-pointers, no good. Tried to get his own rebound and causes a foul on that rebound. This action is somewhat fast-paced, and I'm not catching it all. Normally I got a pretty good repertoire to keep it up with, but
Yeah, it's been exciting, though, nonetheless.
And sometimes I catch myself just wanting to sit there.
That's pretty weak there.
That is comparative to other calls. That nothing is being standardized on officiating calls.
I mean, Nick is really just running with him, and he's got his hand.
Yeah, that's almost back-to-back fouls for Nick Wilfong.
Yeah, that's 2 for Nick now. Really not that aggressive.
No, when
on
we've seen
him.
much more aggressive plays. Cameron County swinging it around.
There you
Funk
go.
with
Wow.
the strip. Was falling out of bounds. Had to try to throw it to save it.
Good steal, though. Gators need steals.
Smith
He wants a
spins. No good.
Smith cools off a little bit.
Smith relying on a spin move, and that can actually become predictable
Yep.
as someone anticipates it. Funk sees Button down low, and
Stays.
that's off Cameron County. Zukal comes in for Narby.
Yeah, Port Allegany really looking to slow it down there. It looked like try to get it inside to Braylon Button.
They get it over to Causer. Causer pump fakes, lays it up, no good.
Wow.
Good help defense there.
They get it to Smith. Smith sets a screen. Schaefer lays it up and no good.
They let Schaefer right in there, but he's just off tonight.
Amel pulls up for three, no good. Button gets it, pump fakes, and gets fouled.
Is he going to get 2 shots here, or is that going to be under the...
That looks to be underneath the hoop. And that foul is going to be on Schaefer, his second, team second. They get into Button. Wilfong shoots, no good. As I think the Gators were just a little too impatient on that one. Zukal gets it to Schaefer, looking for help.
Wow. Farron with the hard block there.
Beer.
Oh.
Beer got his own rebound as no one boxed him out.
I thought Button was going to come down with that because he had him boxed out.
Well, Button was boxing out Schaefer. They leave Funk all alone. Funk, long three, no good. And I think Port Allegany starting to rush it a little bit. Not trying to be quite as patient as they were when they came out. Smith, hands off, swings it around as Cameron County. Smith, three-point shot, he's good.
Barely even had his feet set there and launched it.
Yep.
But pretty shot.
They get it up to Funk. Funk, jump stop. Button, 15-footer, no good.
Yeah, Smith, if he's not having a career night, then he's had quite a career.
Yes. And Schaefer.
I think the Gators need a timeout here.
Settle down, try to recoup something.
Yeah, they're
Get it
really,
to Funk.
the Red Raiders are really working them right now.
Up by 12. And offensive fouls called. And Farron getting talked to by the officials for some unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, as the Red Raiders have a pretty commanding 14-point lead right now. With about 2 minutes left in the third.
Zukal working in, guarded closely by Amel. Gets it out with Bowman. Schaefer. Over to Zukal.
Yeah, Cameron County will be extra patient here.
Extra and into their little stall ball weave. Schaefer's three is no good. Funk skips it over to Amel. Amel's drives.
Wow.
Uncontested, and he misses that layup. And Schaefer goes length of the court. And the Gators just are not capitalizing on their shots.
Yeah, I have Smith with 20 points.
Still
for Cameron County.
Still a minute left in the third as well.
Yep.
This timeout is crucial for Port Allegany here. Really try to steal that momentum from Cameron County.
The Gators also cannot be susceptible to a quicksand where they keep making mistakes and keep fighting against the current. They got to, you have to say it, go back to the basics, be patient, find the right shot, and then attack. Not try to always force it.
Yeah, if you want to find yourself back in this game, you got to play pretty flawless basketball right now.
And they also have to make their layups.
Yep.
Yeah, most of the scoring for the Gators coming from Funk, and then after that, Amel has 4, Causer has 4. But if the Gators could get some scoring, Button, who's had a really quiet night shooting, if you could get him going, and Nick Wilfong. Wilfong, who I mentioned, led the team in threes. I think he's only shot 1 3 so far. And
that was more of a rush shot.
Yeah, when you get down by this much, you need a few threes to sneak you back in. And they got to stop Smith. They have to stop Smith.
Oh, good pass.
Amel pump fakes, gets down, and
see if it's on Farron or Smith here.
I think it'll be on Farron.
It would be Farron's 4th.
Nope, that's on Smith. That's his 2nd. And that is one way to slow him down, too, is actually draw offensive or defensive fouls against him.
Yep, definitely. I think it's pretty incredible, these angles that we're able to get now with all this new technology.
Oh, I know. The camera views, folks, far beyond what anything else you can see on any other network, I believe.
Awfully tempting to watch it from home. You're getting a professional show.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome.
And Causer missing both his free throws, and that's another crucial item. Smith hands over to Schaefer.
Looks like the Raiders are going to try to be pretty patient here. Get a good look.
And
Farron
does come up with a pretty good look. Amel able to get it over to Causer. Causer gets it over the timeline.
Cameron County not sitting back on defense, though. They come right out.
Yeah, the Raiders seem to be giving more pressure with the bigger lead that they have.
And the Raiders are giving Funk a complete face guard. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. They're not paying attention to the clock.
Yeah, wow.
What a quarter for the Raiders there.
So Cameron County now, they know who our leading scorer is. They're going to try to take Funk out of this game and see if any other Gators can squeeze it. Cameron County's betting they're not going to do it.
And Funk actually recognized that. I don't know if we saw it on the camera, but I think it was Narby that was face guarding him. And Funk actually did a spin move and sealed him off in the reverse direction. And actually was boxing him out and keeping him on his backside.
Yep.
And if the Gators can recognize that, that gives Funk a wide open view if he can keep that case up. But that's a lot of high energy.
Yeah, definitely. Gators have an uphill climb here in the fourth quarter, down by 18 points.
And now most games, though, Amel, Wilfong, Button, and Causer can actually step up and get hot. So they can actually start, if they can make their layups and hit those right crucial items, they can get back in this game in a hurry if someone's trying to just keep Funk out of the way. Scoring isn't limited to just one player.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially as I'm looking at Doug Archer's cue card here.
Yeah, Button was second to Funk in points coming into the game at 90.
Wow. Solid possession there to start it for the Raiders.
Yeah. Farron went in uncontested. Schaefer went in and then dumped off to Farron. Funk gets a screen. Jumper three, no good. As Cameron County pulls an isolation play.